It's your boy Pop. We're here live with the Chilove Radio Show at Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, Spotify Premium. And we checking in with your lovely quarantine host, Melanie Hogan, doing it the right Zoom way. This is Zoom 4. How you doing, Melanie? I see you got a special guest over there.
How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. I see you got a guest in the house today.
Yes, we do. Miss Minnie Joy, as I like to call her. Thank you for joining us today.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Thank you for joining us.
You can take it away, Melanie. Yeah, you can take it away, honey.
Welcome to the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium. Thank you for joining us today. I am your lovely host, Melanie Hogan, the founder of Chilove. Chilove Radio Show is sponsored by Chilove LLC. Now, before we begin today, let's take 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale, hold for 3, and then exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. Taking a few deep breaths before starting your task is a great way to refocus and reground yourself. So, we're going to start with the update. We're going to discuss that with COVID-19. Illinois recorded another 43 deaths, bringing the total to 5,904. The Illinois Department of Public Health announced an additional 867 people have tested positive for the virus, bringing it to 127,757 total cases. Now, the mass majority of the people who have contracted COVID has recovered, so that is a good thing. But there are still more than enough people who are still losing their lives behind this. We have 2 detainees and an employee at the Cook County Juvenile Detention Center who tested positive for the virus, as well as an employee at the Cook County Circuit Court Clerk's Office. The federal health authorities have received reports of nearly 26,000 nursing home residents dying from COVID-19 across the country. So they did say that, a lot of the elders were going to be highly impacted by this. And as we see, the nursing home residents are really being affected by this. So I also saw something last night about them saying that if you're asymptomatic without the symptoms, then it's a less likelihood of you actually passing the virus. They're starting to switch the story up a little bit, but nevertheless, it's something out here that's making people sick. So until we know exactly what's going on, if we'll ever, it's just best to try to keep yourself as protected as possible, because they are saying that, especially with the hand sanitizing and a mask and social distancing, even though Chicago is back open and off of curfew, you still need to be mindful.
Yeah.
So Minnie Joy, what are your thoughts on this whole COVID-19 virus?
It's ridiculous. First off, it caught everybody off guard. Nobody was prepared
at all.
And then it turned into something that nobody ever expected. And I feel like at this point, you just really got to do whatever to keep your family safe. Because I know, I'm going to say about 7 people who have actually passed from COVID.
Wow.
So, and they're all older, they did have like compromising health issues, which they did say that could lead to death. But like one of my friends lost both of his parents. my aunt is currently in the hospital with it. So it's really nothing to play with. I personally, I don't want to say I didn't take it as serious as I should have until, you know, people start passing that I actually knew, which I feel like that happens with everything. Like,
I think it started to become a reality.
It's a reality.
Because at first, you know, people were saying, you know, I don't know not one person with COVID, you know, so it's like, okay, I hear what they're saying, and, you know, as I put the message out to the government, they have really conditioned us not to trust them a lot of times. So it's like you kind of take that stuff with a grain of salt. And then when you start to hear of people that know people, and then people that you actually know who's saying that, you know, they couldn't breathe and lost their sense of smell and taste buds and stuff, you know, it's really ridiculous. And then, yes, the elders, but they're saying like 2 people in their 30s. Have actually died from it. A little girl that was like 18 years old, they said she died. So some of the younger generation are starting to catch it as well. And, you know, they have been very neglectful during this process. A lot of the youth, you know, that were not taking it seriously. And, you know, I know of some parents who was actually talking to their children about it, you know, and letting them know, like, well, you know, your dad has whatever going on with his health, I have whatever going on with my health, and to be more mindful and considerate. But a lot of them really, you know, even after starting to know people with it, still are not
taking it as serious as they should be, you know?
Yeah. And it's like some stuff.
2 of my friends that are actually my age have had it. And they healed from it. They didn't, you know, suffer any dramatic things. But they did have kids, so they actually had to be away from their child for 2 weeks. You know, so even that alone can be detrimental to a person. I can imagine not seeing my child for 2 weeks.
Because
I really could, you know,
I had some symptoms, but thankfully, you know, the test came back negative. But
that's a blessing.
While I was having those symptoms and waiting on the testing results, they had me isolate myself from my children. And that was like, it was very, very hard on me. And then, you know, I have a 4-year-old, so it's like she doesn't understand why
she can't be around mommy.
You know, you know, she like, no, when I want mommy, I have mommy. You know, like what's going on now? So, and then I was just praying to God that, you know, I didn't have it, and then me already being in the house with the children, I'm like, don't let me be the reason why my children, you know, are around here, can't breathe and can't taste and so forth. So I was very grateful that the test did come back negative. But it's just, you know, during this time, you get all types of illnesses and stuff that's going on. So it's like you just still have to be mindful and be careful, because if those symptoms erupt at first, they definitely can, you know, start to come back. So, I
do find that, like, the surrounding areas outside of Chicago, they're a little more supportive of their people's safety. Require certain things when you go in the stores. Like, we didn't start requiring masks until I want to say maybe a month ago.
Look, I was going to say that.
Oh, why you could not go near a store without a mask. From
I was
you have a mask.
I was in a restaurant. I'm not going to put their name out there, but I was in a restaurant, and the lady who took the order, she had on a mask and a glove. The man who was behind, you know, making the food, he had on gloves and he didn't have on a mask. The lady, another lady came in, starting her shift. I saw that she was coming in, so I'm like, okay. Then I saw her start to, you know, deal with you know,
without washing her hands and everything.
I'm like, you know, I would like to ask her, you know, like, would you like an extra mask? Like, I have one. You know?
I got one in my purse for you.
And she, you know, she's like, but I just started working. It's like, yes, but before you start to actually do the work, I need to see you put that mask on. Like, you're trying to eat here. There was so it's like, a lot of people still aren't being really mindful of it. And, you know, when it's the summertime, when it's sunny outside and it's the summertime, your brain isn't active.
You know, because we don't get that many summer days in Chicago.
Yeah, you know. The brain is an asshole.
Some people
So it's like
enjoy
you're
it
not
they
even
can.
thinking. Yeah, you're not even thinking. And you know, we've been locked up in the house for so long, so you know, we're just trying to get out and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
You know, we're just trying to get out and just.
And I feel like now people are getting very lackadaisical with the precautions. Like I can see that I saw somebody with a mask on.
Yeah.
Like even if it's going to the store, like I still have my mask, but I don't.
Yeah, me too.
Rarely see people with the mask on now. I guess because the quarantine was over, and then we went through all the riot, and people like, "I'm free." I'm free.
Yeah.
And they just forget about
and it is a freedom, especially with that. It's getting hot outside, so you know that's kind of difficult to be sitting on that mask on your face, but. You know, I said this to my mini joy, as I told the people earlier, but I want you to tell the people, you know, give them a little bit about what you do.
Okay.
What you do.
Well, my name is Minnie Joy. I currently own a tax business.
Yeah.
And in recent months, you know, I've been having conversations with my friends about everything that's going on, given the police brutality, and I just want to find something for our people to do that can create solutions. Because it's a lot of conversations going on about what's going on and what's happening and what happened and how we can change it, but there's no implementation. So my goal is to figure out best ways for me to get resources out to my people that everybody doesn't know about.
Right.
You know, so I will really, and I really want to get Black wealth up. Like, y'all, we can get this money. It's out there, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of people just don't know how to pursue it.
Yeah.
My goal is just to get as much information out to our people or to people in general, you know, to get us up and going. We got to get Black Wall Street back, you know?
Yeah. And it definitely can be done because you know, like you said, a lot of people just don't even have the wherewithal. They have no knowledge on how to even take the first step. They just have desire. So, as long as you can follow directions, you can do anything, basically, you know. So,
exactly.
I think that we definitely can do it. It is past time to do it. It's hard to get it done. We have families and stuff. We want to leave legacies and stuff for, and the rest of our bloodline. We don't need them going through the things that we have.
That's all I think about. Like, honestly, when the George Floyd situation happened and Breonna Taylor, and it's just, it's overwhelming. And so now I'm in a headspace where I need to make this world better for my child. Because I do have a 3-year-old son. Yeah. And right now he's not viewed as a threat, but I have nephews that are 11 and 12, and they're a threat. People will view them as a threat, and they're 11 and 12.
Sunday and Monday, my boys will be 16 and 18. So, you know, that's a whole nother level for my oldest because it's like once they're 18, they're not bringing them home, you know, to the parents.
There's really nothing you can do at that point.
Processing, and it's like, I definitely, it's like that road that I can take it. Make sure that he's safe, that they're safe, period, because they attack these females as well. So like, we have to protect the daughters and stuff too. But speaking of them, Congress is trying to pass a bill called the Justice in Policing Act because of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor. So they would be banning chokeholds as well as no knock warrants in drug cases, which we all know led to the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor. That was a ridiculous situation. The George Floyd situation was ridiculous, but for Breonna Taylor to be in her own home, you know, and then it's like they wasn't even at the right place, you know, and that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous on so many levels. So we definitely need to. I am glad that this outpour of anguish and anger has reached the top to where they're saying, okay, we need to get on something. We need to start to make a change in fact, because they're supposed to be voting on this legislation within the next few weeks. And it will require local police departments to send data on the use of force to the federal government. So we're gonna talk about these points that they have as part of the legislation. Do we think that that'll be a good idea for them to send the data on the use of force to the federal government? You think once they step in, it might help them to get in line a little more?
I think so. If they're being policed by the police, I think it'll make them act right a little bit more than what they're acting already.
Yeah. Make them more accountable for what they're doing. Because now it's a free fall for them.
Yeah.
Right now, the police ain't had nothing to answer other than to internal affairs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if they got the military or the FBI on top of their necks, and they know they're being policed as well.
Right.
That's a reform move in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like even if it comes down to we as a people should make them accountable, maybe we need to create a board so that when cases like this come up, the people do have a voice and opinion on the matter.
We were just talking about that yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking
about that yesterday.
Yeah,
So police are police within the community, but also within our communities, we as people need to start to take more of a stand in how things are going and getting to know our neighbors and seeing why is Lil Pookie spazzing out? What's going on?
Literally, this is so crazy because I want to say 2 days ago, I'm in the backyard playing with my son. He's playing with the water hose. All I hear, boom, 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 coming down my alleyway. It's like a group of 5 or 6 boys, and they're literally tearing down people's garbage can, knocking them down, throwing the garbage in the middle of the street. And then when they heard my garage open, they ran off. One of the kids tried to hide behind a gate, and then I guess he expected me to be gone, so eventually he came back out. I'm like, were you with them? He like, yeah, they playing Tornado. This is your neighborhood. Do you think it's a lot of elderly people that live on this block? Now, who gonna come pick up their garbage cans? Yeah. Like, at the end of the day, it starts at home, and we need to start believing that it does take a village to raise a child. A lot of people now don't talk to my child, don't do this, and that's not the mentality that we need to have as a community. Everybody needs to be held accountable for their actions, and if your mama not here to tell you that you're doing something wrong, then I should be able to tell you that you're doing something incorrect without me fearing it. Now I got to argue.
So blatantly disrespectful these days. You see how they live their life?
Oh my God! That is
ridiculous.
Why would you talk to the mayor like that?
No.
Even if she wasn't the mayor, that's your elder.
Yeah.
Even if she wasn't the mayor, that is your elder at the end of the day. Like, get it together.
We do need a village, but see, I preach about character a lot because it means so much and people just don't understand.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I saw adults get children in trouble who did nothing wrong just to show them that my voice is louder than your mother. Yeah. So, when you see so much of that coming out and, kids getting hurt and, the parent is taking the other adult's word over the child's word. See, I wasn't like that with my children. I'm going to hear what the adult has to say, but I'm going to talk to my child. And whatever is not matching up, we can get an understanding. Because
we're going to figure out what the problem is. Because either one of y'all is fabricating the story and some of that.
Right.
But also, I feel like people have to accept that you know your child. Right. You know something that's completely out of character for your child to do. And then you know something that when you get home and your child goes to then you know it's your child.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot that has, for me, in my opinion anyway, it's a lot that has to start from home. That's not happening.
Yeah. I agree. We were just talking about that yesterday. Yep. I agree. And also the state needs to give certain permission rights back. I just don't understand how we have to petition and ask for a right.
Yeah.
You invoke a right. You declare a right. You should not have to plead for a right. Like, I just don't understand that, but they need to start to give parents more parental leeway with their children. And if the parent is having situations to where they can't readily come up with a solution, then that's when the social services and these other type of organizations are coming in to assist, not to tear the parent down, but to assist and see how can we restore this family bag right here in this house. A lot of times they come in to destroy and separate, unfortunately. But yeah, it starts at home. But
a lot of horror stories of child abuse. So I also understand why they feel the need to be, that intertwined in your daily life, because it is a lot of in the world. It really is.
It's good stuff, but it's bad stuff at the same time. And that's why. And we definitely don't need any children being abused, because we've had more than enough of that. But at the same time, there are actually parents who are trying their best with their children. But the police or the school system or whatever is saying, well, if your parent speaks to you this way, call us. We're going to check them. If the parent who got the benefit of the child is taking advantage of that, and they feel like I don't have to listen to you, I can call a DCFS, I can call my school, I can call the police. When it's a thing of not even that they're being abused, they just don't want to do what the parent wants.
What I'm telling you to do. Yeah.
Right.
Now, see, me as a child coming up, you talk about calling the police. I was scared to call the police on my mama.
Oh, yeah.
What? I call the police on my mama. Ooh. Don't do that. For me. I'm not doing that.
When it got to the point where she like, okay, I'm gonna, that's it. She would hand us the phone and say, call the police. And we looking at her crazy like, what? Lucky, you want to take the phone because you know it's coming. But you know not to.
One day, I remember one day, I was young, but my mom, she told me she left me, but really she just went to the garage. But I was freaking out, so I called the police. My mama came here, and I was like, I called the police. She's like, what? Why would you do that? I was like, I was scared. I didn't know. She's like, okay, we're going to sit here and wait till they get here. They got here. She told them, well, you might as well just sit on outside because I'm about to tag this. And if you want to take me to jail, then come on.
Yeah, my mom would be like, are you going to take her into your home?
Okay, because
I'm going to take her into your home and do what you're supposed to do. I'm just like,
she's talking about go and pack your bags. She might as well go on with them because.
What about your mama? What you are a man who used to be a boy, so I know you got
okay.
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
I'm sure you got some stories over there.
Oh, I do. I do. Trust me, but it wasn't no calling. It wasn't no calling the police.
Okay, the police was not. That was not something that you did. It just wasn't. It wasn't something that crossed your mind.
Yeah.
And
but
now I feel like that's like a safety net for them. It's gonna save them.
And don't let you get in trouble at school. Don't let you get in trouble at school. Oh my God. That ass whooping you finna get when you get home.
Okay.
That was no. My mama said, see, my mama originally instilled fear in us. That was the only one I was ever afraid of in life. I still ain't met nobody tough man in that house, you understand? And she used to tell us, let them call me and I had to leave my job. She didn't even finish the rest of the statement. And she didn't have to. My grandmama and mama could give us the look. Even if I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing wrong, I just freeze sometimes. Like, yeah, I don't do that.
These kids don't know about the look.
No,
okay. You give me that look, I'm like.
They don't know about that look, but it's powerful. It's powerful. I
got it for my son. He get it. Don't play with me. All right.
Yeah. Cool. That's just crazy. But what else the legislation is going to do is they're going to create a grant program that will allow state attorney generals to create an independent process to investigate misconduct or excessive use of force. So, an independent process, isn't it? Okay. What y'all think about the independent process? Do y'all think it should be under one rule, one law? Or do you think that they should be able to have their creative?
Whenever you say independent with the government, I always think about the funding, where it's coming from, who backing them, who is the independent party, like who is really part of this review process. When you tell me independent, I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Because ain't no way you a whole government system and then you just got this one person that's just going to come in and be for everybody. Come on now. I don't believe.
Yeah.
It sounds good in theory, but the implementation, I would have to see it.
It depends on who it is that's going to be implemented the independent process. So they also would have a bill to make it easier for people to recover damages from police departments violate their civil rights, and for the first time, they are making lynching a federal hate crime. That's ridiculous this the first time?
All these years, y'all,
right. You just now gonna make it a hate crime?
What?
That makes sense. Let's do it in 2020. What?
And you know what, y'all? I seen this morning. I woke up to the riots from '71. Did y'all ever see the Rosedale riots in '71 from the white people in New York that didn't want the blacks to move in their neighborhood, and they was rioting for that, saying the N-words will go to hell, and it was big. It's 1971, so it was pretty.
I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, I woke up to that this morning. They was talking about that. They was talking about how Biden was totally with more police, more prisons, more, I seen a big speech on him. And it's like we was talking about yesterday, Melanie. You only give us two choices. What we going to do, dummy one or dummy two? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I heard about Biden.
I don't want, to say that in no way for, us to get hate in our hearts for anything that already happening, because in order for us to grow, we need forgiveness anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
and healing.
Yes, and that's right. That's the only way we're going to heal. If we, forgive, and move on, love is going to heal all. You know what I'm saying? I believe. So, but to see the white people march with Black Lives Matter signs, and to think back,
beautiful.
To think back 47, 48 years ago when they were screaming nothing but hate for any kind of brown or black to get about their neighborhoods. For, oh my God. I remember my mama came here from Puerto Rico young. And when I was young, I was born here 1 year old, and she didn't know how to speak no English. She was a straight Rican, and thank God she got around the West Side, some sisters. She worked at Lucy Flower High School that they taught her how to talk English. You know what I'm saying? But I remember driving with her while she was first learning how to drive, and white people pulling up on us because maybe she was taking a little too long at the light or whatnot, and saying racial things and throwing beer cans at me and my mama.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I was a baby, 4 years old, 5 years old. I remember. You know what I'm saying? So for it to turn around and to see them same white folks standing for black people and brown people's rights, and that's history.
Yeah.
I don't care. They tore down 1,000 windows. You hear me? I don't care if they tore. That's history.
Look at the progress that we are making, despite the long road that we do still have. We are still making progress.
There's a lot of progress being made from the protests.
Yeah,
it is.
So y'all know about Nancy Pelosi?
Who?
She's kind of a little pig.
What's she do now?
Nancy Pelosi,
What's she do?
She's like a pit bull in the third. But she's with this whole acting, trying to get it passed. And she stated that this moment of national anguish is being transformed into a movement of national action as Americans from across the country peacefully protest to demand an end to injustice. I was like, okay, Nancy.
Okay.
Now, the person who
trying to win our vote, we see you.
Yes, who steamrolled this whole act was a black woman named Karen Beck. She's with the Congressional Black Caucus. She's the chairwoman from California. And she says that the power of the protest movement across the U.S. will help Congress pass this measure. So for people who say that our voices don't count, apparently they do, because they set the bill in motion and they are bringing our words and our passion and our actions, regarding everything that has happened, to the Congress to say we need this done. So, it's just in a matter of the coming weeks that they're going to start to hold the hearing, do a markup, and vote on it. The Democrats, of course, are optimistic about the bill passing, and hopefully we won't get too many issues from the Republicans.
Melanie, you got Republicans. You got Republicans. You got, what's his name? Romney.
Yeah.
You got Romney marching, talking about Black Lives Matter. So,
That's beautiful.
you got, wait a minute. You ain't just got him. You got the military in front of the White House getting on their knees with the people protesting.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? So, Trump mad at the military right now.
Yeah, well, he actually was the Republican that I was thinking about. He actually was the Republican that I was thinking about when I said that, because it's like anytime you hear the Democrat's name, he immediately tweets something ignorant. So So and although some activists have been calling for the defunding of the police department, as we were discussing yesterday, the bill doesn't shrink police budget, but it would not provide new funding to police departments to implement the proposed reform. So they're not trying to take any money away from them. They're not trying to add any money as well. So
okay, so it's not just dismantling the police and getting rid of the police. It's just we gonna look. Ain't no more money going y'all way.
Y'all on punishment.
Right.
As they should get no more allowance. No more allowance. Y'all on punishment. Y'all get it together.
A lot of people don't understand until you hit those pockets.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
I like they fired that.
Fight it out, but if you touch their money, then now you got their attention.
So we got to figure it out.
I like they fired that police this morning for in Chicago. Lightfoot stripped him of his badge for flipping off the people while the protest. I'm glad they got rid of him.
And they were peacefully protesting.
Them the kind of police we really don't need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do think that all police should go through some type of mental exam before they're given that
yesterday. They need a psychological evaluation.
Yeah. It got to be like a thorough one, because a lot of people they can perpetrate some on a superficial level, but you don't have to put them in some scenarios or
It got to be more than 20 questions.
Yeah, some digging, some deep soul diving.
And then we'll dig into the answers to those questions. But we right here on Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartRadio, and Spotify Premium, and we're talking about the positive changes and impending changes that we are seeing because of people like George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, and not just them. 400 plus years of this has just been going on. And
we're still doing this with Sandra Bland. We ain't forget about it. One of my friends, actually, one of my old coworkers, Jamel Robinson, I don't know if you've heard about him. He was actually a bouncer at a club, and he was killed by the police because he was bigger than the other guy, so they just assumed that he was the threat, and they fired, and they shot him, and he died. And this was like 2 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, he was the security. He's the security officer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Jamel Robinson.
Yeah, I knew Jamel.
Yeah, we used to work together at our old job.
I knew G.
He was an amazing person. Always lighthearted, always had jokes. He was a movement, like he was awesome. And just to see that his case has not been solved with no reprimands for the officers is just heartbreaking.
You know what?
You had a couple brothers protesting for his case a couple days ago. I seen that on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get his case
when
back.
They train these police, instead of teaching them that these are savages, although a lot of people refer to themselves as savages, these are savages, these are beasts, these are bad people. It's a difference between a bad person and a person who does bad things.
Yeah.
We cannot.
Even when it comes to the police using excessive force, if they are scared for their life, you can aim to hurt somebody or to just make them back up. You don't have to shoot to kill.
Right.
That's my problem. Like, why are you directly aiming for someone's back or someone's chest? Or it's a law for us. If we are a gun owner, we own guns, and you coming into my house, I have the right to protect my. But if I shoot above the waist, then that's attempted murder. Yeah. So how does that law apply to us, but not the police? Right.
Also, Melanie. Also, you got to get into like what she was saying earlier, not only these psychological trainings, but just like they got these, what do they call it, roll call meetings in the morning before they get on their beat. That's just like the military do before they go on their detail. They have roll calls. So when they do these roll calls, you got to understand.
You got to take that mindset.
No, but you got the training that is already given. They got to break that. You got a drill sergeant or a captain, a lieutenant going straight up in that roll call, telling these officers already on top of this excessive training that they have, which is aggressive. To try, you got a cop that just jumps straight out. He don't even let you say 2-3 words, and you already answering questions. You got your hands behind your back. Just by him saying 2-3 words. You know what I'm saying? These cops are crappy. Huh?
I don't like that. I don't like that they make, especially a grown man, get on his knees.
So they're setting these deceptions. They're setting these deceptions already of entrapment, and they're already trained to see how they can target us and entrap us and put us in a situation to lose. Yeah. So I'm not saying every officer, but the most.
It's the vast majority of them.
Yes. About those that this does apply to.
But you go to a major city,
right here. They have a training program that will be created under the bill that will cover racial bias and duty to intervene, and the measure will require that police officers use deadly force only as a last resort and use de-escalation techniques instead.
Now, my thing is, wasn't all that already in the books? This is what they were supposed to be doing. So what you gonna do different to make sure that it's implemented that way? Yeah. Like, that's what I want to know. This everything you just listed is something that y'all was supposed to already be doing. So what you gonna do now?
Be held accountable, then maybe there will be more apt to actually follow the policies that set forth before them. Because like I said yesterday, that officer who killed Laquan McDonald, after he found out that he was going to get in trouble and everything and go down for this, he sent out a message to fellow police officers, like basically telling them they don't have our back like they told us they got our back. Like, y'all better watch y'all feel. So
young brothers and sisters,
that man should have been under the jail. That man should have been under the jail.
Keep filming it, brothers and sisters. Keep filming. Y'all get in some police and pull your camera out.
Bring your camera out. Every time, if I get pulled over, I'm calling somebody or I'm putting my phone on FaceTime with somebody. You don't catch me.
I'm glad that they said that they can no longer turn off their body cams, because there have been a lot of situations where somebody has been trying to record and a police officer will snatch their phone, throw their phone, or intimidate them to turn their phone off. So I'm glad that they can no longer turn off their body cams without some type of repercussion behind that.
Yeah.
But all of this tends to be stressful and affects our health and our wellness, our everyday being. So health is a state of mind and body, and taking care of both your mind and body will pay off in the following way. And all of this that is going on, we have to start to be more mindful of our health regimen, because on the psychological side, on the physical side, on the emotional side, it is like triggers are coming from everywhere. So allowing yourself to take care of your life and feel good about the choices you make, like that's when you start to take care of your mind and your body, it's empowering. You are starting to take charge of your own life. You're going to start to feel good about the choices that you make, because there won't be any bad consequences behind it. It's going to be something that's going to elevate you, something that's going to push you forward, something that's going to maintain you. You can gain energy and feel more fit. It improves your overall physical health when you take care of yourself. It helps you to gain a positive outlook and finding more enjoyment in your life. Also, a lot of times, especially within families, once they see the effect of somebody who has started to take better care of themselves, you start to become a role model for your family and your friends. Yeah. And a lot of times they start to join you on your quest for health and happiness. It is a work in progress. We be too hard on ourselves sometimes. And we are expecting to see immediate results.
Yeah, but we have to understand. It's going to be work. It's not going to be instant at all.
Sure. But how you got to this point that you're trying to come from, it did not happen overnight. So, getting back to the elevated vibe and the elevated energy, that's not going to happen overnight either. And there'll be some days where it'll be, better than others. But we have to build up consistency and discipline for ourselves. Yeah. But not be, because we can be very hard on ourselves at times, and we need to stop being so hard on ourselves. Like, look at the truth. Accept yourself for what is really going on. A lot of times we don't want to look in the mirror and realize that we turned into some form of a monster. Sure. But that's part of the first step to self-healing. You have to look at what you're doing, how you're communicating, how you're corresponding with others. You have to look at the effect of your energy on other people, on your environment.
I literally just had this conversation with my friends last night. Like last night, we were just talking about this. It was just so crazy. And we were just saying, like, a lot of people have negative outlooks on the world, but
you there, Melanie?
Yeah.
I think she got a phone call or something real quick. But you were saying, let's see if she pops
back
in. We live right here on Pop Radio Worldwide, Chilove Radio, Spotify Premium, iHeartRadio. And Melanie's having a great discussion today on Zoom number 4.
Get better.
Okay. Welcome back. What were you saying?
Oh, y'all didn't hear nothing I just said?
No, you went out for a minute. You went out for a minute.
Oh, man. Well, we were just having a conversation about just mental health and, your work actually being a result of your choices. And a lot of people don't want to be held accountable for the choices they make. They blame it. Well, I do this because XYZ happened to me when I was 7. Yeah. Okay, and now you're 27 and you're still allowing something to happen to you when you were 7 years old dictate how you live your life. At that point, you have to sit back and I need to work this out so I can stop feeling this way or thinking this way or moving this way. Right. So you can get different.
But you do have to understand and be considerate of the effects of trauma, depression, and anxiety on the actual brain.
Of course.
And it changes it.
Yeah.
You can't just keep harping on it and saying this is why I am tearing up everything and tearing up everybody because of what happened to me when I was 7 years old. It's like nobody can take that from you that this happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We can't take that from a person or just push it to the side like, well, that was so long ago. We need to allow them to speak about what is going on and try to understand. But at the same time, help get them towards starting to heal themselves, because what we don't realize is that we're giving these people so much power over us. When something has happened to you and it has changed your daily life activities, and you can't formulate and keep a good relationship, and this is not even on the intimate side, that you see how much power you have given that situation or that person from when you were 7 years old. We need to
you preaching today
in that matter. And, I don't know about everybody else, but my man, when I feel like, especially if it's some big shit, and I feel like it has took some holding me hostage some type of way, I realize the power that he has in my life, I gotta go, baby. I gotta go. See you.
I gotta go.
It's like, no, yeah,
I do think that even just being Black in America, we all suffer from some form of mental illness. We all do. Yes, and it didn't necessarily have to be like depression or bipolar, but constantly on edge.
Yeah.
Constantly on edge. Yeah. And I think, and that's another thing I feel like police don't realize, like, even when you come out the gate, we already have a sense of fear. When we see the blue badge, we see the blue lights, we instantly like, oh, okay, oh God, what am I gonna do? What's my
we make it a point to say that it's not all police officers, but just like when it's a crowd of us and everybody out there protesting, all they see is protesters, all we see is blue. What you want? You know what I'm saying? So it's
we both a little fearful on both ends. It just so happens that the blue side, y'all got a little more force behind y'all.
Right.
Because y'all can get away with a little bit more.
Yeah, you know, for real. You know? At least when you know them over there, I probably got a likelihood of coming home. Huh? You know, it's less likely if I'm facing somebody in blue now. Yeah, you know, you just really don't know. That's why you need some type of relationship with some type of entity outside of this earth. Yeah. Outside of this earth, my God. But speaking back on the health choices that we make, we need to start to make more mindful, healthy choices. They say that there are true hunger signals and false hunger signals. I didn't know about that. True hunger signals are hunger pains, gnawing, growling, or rumbling in your stomach, weakness or loss of energy, slight headache or trouble concentrating, and irritability. Now, the false hunger signals are thirst, cravings, emotions, and external cues such as mealtime or social events. Well, okay. Because we were talking about, like, even with depression, sometimes people overly eat, and that's actually a sign of depression. They're having a rough day comfort food. That's actually a sign of depression. So they said to listen to your signals, to determine when to eat and how much, make mindful decisions about eating by paying attention to how you feel, not by the diet rules. We have to start to learn who we are. Know thyself. Know your body. Yes. And it's going to tell you what it is that you're actually, your body is seeking or lacking. So they say don't use those to restrict what, when, and how much. Learn to trust your body.
And then also what we eat. Because, babe, I've been trying to be healthy.
Yeah.
I tried, I tried. I tried. That's all I can do is try, okay?
I feel your pain.
Just for trying.
I'm from Chicago. When we got the best food. Yeah. Okay? The best food. So sometimes I'll be like, well, wait, I don't want no salad. I want some ham.
I understand.
Also, and I feel like a lot of people, we shouldn't be drinking milk at all. The milk from the cow, we need to stop drinking. That's nothing but mucus.
I hear we nothing but mucus. That is ridiculous. Yeah.
Okay, and I have asthma and allergies. So honestly, I shouldn't be eating no dairy, but I love cheese. So. I love cheese. I put cheese on everything.
I had a good cheese stick yesterday. I'm like, make sure to have that cheese just right.
Okay, and make sure it's enough over there. But we really, as a people, though, we got to stop with that milk because that mucus is the nastiest thing.
Even with this whole corona thing, that's why I'm telling people, alkaline water is good for starting to, alkaline or neutralize the mucus and stuff up in our body. That's there for us on a earthly plane, physical way, and the mucus is there for us in a spiritual form as well. So it's a lot going on with that mucus, but we need to really stop minimizing and get rid of it. But we're going to talk about the resources and the hotline numbers that we have here. This organization called 801 Cares. They have 10 boxes now. It's only 10 boxes of food, but it's filled with bread, milk, fruit, snacks, lunch meat, cheese, peanut butter, jelly, a bottle of wine, and paper towels. You can contact them at eat@eat01mango.com.
And they're giving these boxes away?
Yes, and they have 10 of them. And they said just contact them. And yeah, you can come and get them, or I don't know how they will tell you if they can deliver or not, or just have to pick up. Stock and Save is also open, 4535 West Armitage. Seeing that we had the repercussions from the protest where the moment of insanity prompted us to tear down our own stuff in our own neighborhood, it might be better to stop and get stuff in stock. Yeah, in stock, in bulk now. So there's a Stock and Save at 4535 North Armitage. Also, if you're thinking of suicide or know someone who is, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255. Free legal help for victims of police abuse. I think that they're going to make it easier to get damages and everything covered now because of the abuse and stuff of the police. You can call them 1-800-529-7374. Again, Office of Police Complaints, 1-866-588-0569. I had a wonderful show today with Miss Minnie Joy, and as always, with the one and only Pop Radio Worldwide. This was a great show I had with you all. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I hope that conversations made you think and try to come up with some possible solutions as a people, because we all have a role to play. Yeah. Know that I love you all. Hugs virtually, and when we get to hug each other in person, I'm just gonna hug you so.
Don't let go. Don't let go.
Ladies, before we leave the station, Minnie Jolie, tell her where to follow you at.
Yes.
You can follow me on Facebook. It's Joy Wilker. My Instagram is Joy__the_paradox. And I deleted my Twitter because it was just too much.
Where was great having you here at the Chilove Radio Show, Pop Radio Worldwide.
It was great being here. I really enjoyed myself.
Rocking with us. Melanie, tell them where to follow you at, baby.
Melanie Hogan on Facebook. You can also look up the Chilove page. CHILOVE is one word, one movement, one order. Chilove, baby. Melanie Hogan 7 on Instagram. Melanie Hogan 7 on LinkedIn. Just put in Chilove. I'll pop up. There's only one founder of Chilove, and that's me.
You heard it. Love y'all.